Honey?
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday I went to see one of my friend, the very pretty friend, the tall and the skinny and the very pretty one. You remember her?
No.
Okay. Anyways, she told me like one thing.
Yeah? What did she tell you?
And I kind of like feel a little bit upset.
Okay.
She said she's very pretty, so she deserves to be married a very rich guy because they say that women get married basic on their pretty level. Okay, she's a level
pretty
like
level.
Yeah, based on pretty level. So what do you think about that? How Jewish people think about this thinking?
Well, this kind of opens up a door of something Jewish people like to discuss. It's called inherent value versus earned value. Inherent value is anything you are born with. So beauty, smart, and even money you can be born with this, right? Inherent value is one of the worst things because it runs out. It never lasts, right? So let's take beauty for example. Many women are born very beautiful. They have an inherent value, right? They inherit this from their parents. They're born very beautiful. And then they use their beauty to get what they want. But the problem is, when that beauty runs out, they can no longer do this, and they have built nothing after this. So for example, your friends say, a beautiful woman should marry a rich man. But the problem is, she's marrying a man based on her inherent beauty. So she is selling her inherent beauty to him. So what happens when her inherent beauty runs out? That man deserves to divorce her and drop her. Why? Because she sold him on this. She didn't sell him on anything she earned. She didn't sell him on anything she did. She sold him on everything she was born with. And everything you were born with runs out eventually, right? So if he is based all on inherent beauty, it's fine. Find another woman with inherent beauty, right? If that's all you care about. These type of relationships where men and women are just marrying off of their inherent values will end up in disaster. Most of the marriages will end up in disaster because you're marrying someone that is running out. The clock is ticking down. Tick, tick, tick. Eventually she will get old, and when she gets old, he'll switch like this because you only offered one thing, and that one thing runs out. And many young women, even in the Jewish community and even in the Western culture, they think their inherent beauty will last forever. They think they can use this inherent beauty forever to catch the man and do something like this. But the problem is when the inherent beauty is cut, finally you start getting old, everything, you start, growing old, right? 40, 50, even 35, most women start to come down, right? Then the man who married you because of your inherent beauty will look for another woman with inherent beauty too. And this goes also for like smart. Many people are, born smart, but if you do nothing with your smart, then you're useless. How many times have I heard, oh, this boy or girl is so smart. Why did she do something so stupid? It's because they're not using that inherent ability to make a earned ability, right? So this is where it comes down to. Inherent ability runs out, no matter when it does. It could run out in 10 years, 5 years, 2 years. A car crash can instantly kill your inherent beauty, right? Anything like this can just cut it down. And if people marry and expect what they want from their inherent beauty, their future is obviously very easy to predict. The man will just say, well, no more beauty, another woman. Inherent beauty over here. When that woman gone, another woman. When that woman gone, another woman, right? Because they don't care about anything that the women are doing or earning, right? Now, money. Many people will work inherent money, right? Many, as you say, the rich boys and girls who just spend money, fancy car, fancy hotel every night. And many women want to marry this type of man. The problem is that's inherent value. He didn't work for that. His mother and father did. His mommy and daddy did all the work for him, right? And the problem is, unless he is making the inherent value an earned value, his inherent value will end and get dried off. That is why when his mother and father are finally too old to work in the business, their children take over and the business drops in a matter of a year, 2 years, maybe 5 years, depending on how big it is, right? And if you're only marrying on his inherent value, money runs out. Money goes down quicker than it goes up, right?
Yes.
So many people, you should not look for people on their inherent value, because their inherent value is not an indicator of what they will be in the future. Their inherent value is what they are right now. For example, beautiful. But the problem is there's many women and men who are beautiful, right? There's people being born every day, right? So
yes.
There's always going to be the more beautiful person later, right? Money runs out. If the person you are dating and trying to marry doesn't take the inherent value to build something, then they are just going to die out. It's just draining the bank account, and eventually it'll be done. Like, for example, I think many people know this story from Trump. Trump took $1 million loan from his father. That's inherent value, right? His father worked hard for that money, and Trump took out that loan. What did he do with that loan? He turned it into earned value. He didn't buy sports cars. He didn't go to the fancy, hotels and stuff. What did he do? He built a real estate empire. He built the businesses. He built everything that he needed to build. And then he repaid his father back with interest. That is the earned value. That is taking something and putting it into an earned value. Now, many of us cannot borrow $1 million, obviously, but we can always take what we have and try to make it an earned value. A lot of men can work hard in their job, earn promotions, work up there, right? A lot of us can use education. I remember many people said, oh, education is not a factor of how smart you are. Yes, it doesn't tell you how smart, but it does tell me that the person earning the education is trying to make a value out of themselves. They're trying to make something, right? So this is a big key when we're looking at this. Just like a lot of Jewish rich families, a lot of them have trust funds. And if they're not putting money back into that trust fund, they go. There's no more trust fund for those children, no matter how much you love those children. Because you must take your inherent value and make more. Many of them are doing businesses, even small businesses, to try to give back to the family, because guess what? They cannot just be a virus, right, and drain everything down. They don't want to do this. So Jewish population, we believe that the inherent value is nothing to be judged right away. And if you judge the inherent value very quickly, you're going to end up with people just draining. Beauty goes, money goes. If people can take that and make it into earned value, work hard, like get a degree, get a PhD, make money, double their money from their investments, right? That is what you look for. If you're looking for a partner who can take his money, his inherent values, and turn it into something earned, that is a person that is worth getting to know, because they're smart and they work hard and they can take what they have and build it bigger. Like I said, we all don't have a lot of money, but we can take what we have and turn it into an earned value and build something for ourselves and our families.